Hi, I'm Josan Wright Callender, the author of the Happy Little Garbage Truck picture book and educational system. This week, we're going to continue our look at the hidden senses of our of a child. We talked about the five senses a lot, but the hidden senses are those that are more internal, and they're proprioceptive, vestibular, and interoceptive. And in the past week, we looked a little bit more carefully at how a child in need of developing the proprioceptive and vestibular sensory processing skills might look. And we also talked about a few activities that would help a child in accessing their world in a more effective manner. But first, I wanted to say this entire conversation is to help parents, teachers, and support providers who are looking for some helpful tips and tools in order to reach the children that they're working with during this time of quarantine. Now, the interoceptive senses of a child's sensory processing skills is the third of the hidden senses. It allows a child to identify, understand, and have the ability to communicate how they and others are feeling. So you see, it's pretty important. But however, this week we're going to start by taking a look at how a child in need of this sensory processing skill might look, how it might manifest itself. And then we're going to take a look at some articles that will help us get a better understanding of how the interoceptive sensory processing skills are formed and how we can actually work toward having the child build skills, which will lead to our activities that we're going to investigate to see how we can encourage and help our children develop better interoceptive skills. Now, a child in need of interoceptive sensory processing skills usually has difficulty hearing the signals their body is sending them. And oftentimes they have poor body concept as well. So they don't realize when they're too tired and they might, start acting out, but they don't know that they're too tired. They could be thirsty, they could be hungry. I had a child who would always have tantrums right before lunch, and we started actually tracking this, and we noticed that his behavior pattern shifted right before lunch and just before he went home. So, he had the interoceptive sensory processing deficit in that area, and it was an easier fix once we tracked his behavior to give him a snack at just before those times, and his entire behavior leveled out. Child might have difficulty knowing when they need to go to the bathroom for toileting. This is also an interoceptive sensory processing need. And also, overall, you could see it as a child having poor self awareness, self acceptance, self esteem, self regulation, which leads to the executive functioning skills that the child might need to develop, or problem solving skills in general. So, this is a short list. And you can see why I'm really excited about this because I've worked with children with this particular sensory processing need. And I, can think of a lot of things that we've done in the classroom to help children overcome this to build their interoceptive processing abilities. So we'll get a little bit more deeper into it as we go through this week. But this is just a little short overview, and hope to see you tomorrow. Thank you for being here with me. Bye-bye.